I can kick you start. Charlene, once you have it, feel free to open and share with everyone. So actually, the project I picked today is CowSwap. Thanks to I think it was Chanel who went first. Spent quite some time explaining what MEV is, so really saves me a lot of time. And we can directly go to, yeah, we can see it now. Thanks, Charlene. So CowSwap is actually MEV minimizing DAX aggregator. So how does it work? It actually runs the off-chain order book that directly matches and settle trades in different directions. So let's say there are two traders, one Alice, the other is Bob. Alice wants to buy ETH with USDC. Bob wants to sell ETH to USDC. Instead of having them to tap into like Uniswap pool separately, like CowSwap can actually match those trades in opposite direction and then bundle them together to let users to trade with each other, and that saves slippage, saves gas fees, saves MEV. So to break it down a little bit more on how the product actually works, there are actually two players in the CowSwap system. One is traders. So like you can think of anyone like you and me, or like big whales who just want to send a big trade on chain. So it actually doesn't, it only signs the transactions, and then the transaction will actually hand over to the solvers. Um, and what does solvers do? Solver actually have two jobs. One is looking at all the transactions that traders send to them. The other is actually to bundle the transactions and directly send them to the miners. So similar to what arbitrageurs and seekers do in Flashbot case. So looking at all transactions is actually a very difficult job, because you need to constantly monitor what's available in the CowSwap mine pool, which is a separate pool than the public mine pool. And when two traders actually hold assets the other person wants, they call them a coincidence of wants. So abbreviation is COW, cow. That's where the CowSwap name is coming from. And then solvers can actually match those two transactions and bundle them. It is a very mathematical question, because the example I gave, which is the ETH and USDC pair, was the most simple and obvious example. But actually, when some token pairs that do not have direct liquidity between the token pairs, sometimes they'll need to route through the third token. So like either trading from token A to USDC and then to token B, then like probably you won't have a full call coincident of wants, but part of your trading path can hit and bundle with another trade. So that could be just a partial coincidence of wants as well. Charlene, if you can scroll down a little bit, there's actually a chart. So if the trade doesn't settle within go go back a little bit and down. Yeah, so if the trade doesn't have any calls within 30 minutes, 30 seconds, the trade will tap into like all other liquidity venues like Uniswap, 1inch, Matcha from 0x, or some other market makers. So the solver's second job is bundling those transactions and send them to the miners. The market itself is actually very big. Where CowSwap sits is in the middle of MEV and DEX aggregators. So there are actually two ways to think about it. One is the total MEV value is actually more than 700 million this year. And DEX aggregator, the leading one is 1inch, which is trading more than 500 million market cap, not FTV, but circulating market cap. Charlie, we can go a little bit down. And the traction, so since launch, CowSwap had more than 700 million trading volume. It's not great yet comparing to what 1inch has, but like the project only launched a few months ago and still in very early stage. The team is very interesting. CowSwap team is actually built by the No Say Safe team, and No Say Safe, like No Say's team was famous for No Say Safe product, and they're building more, and the team is very capable, and they're not like lacking any money per se. Like No Say's, not many people know this, but like they're actually if they disclose it, they're actually one of the best hedge funds in crypto ever, just by trading beta. So the thesis here is one, MEV has gained significant traction and won't go away, because as long as miners have the right to order transactions within a block, MEV is there. Second is there's natural network effect, and this is probably the first DEX aggregator we see with network effect, meaning more trades going to CowSwap, then you have better chance of cows, and then that saves a lot of money for the traders and lower the cost, then attract more traders and just kicking off the positive flywheel. And also like CowSwap is a very good meme as well. When I think about all the projects building in MEV space, there are two factors I look at. One is does it minimize the total MEV value? Meaning like so the number we see on Flashbot dashboards, like will this protocol actually help to bring that number down going forward? The second is where does this protocol transfer the MEV value to? There are only 3 participants in MEV Ethereum dark forest: 1 miner, 2 seeker or arbitragers, 3 traders, users. And CowSwap is definitely one of few protocols that just transfer the value back to the user. So whoever that's trading on Uniswap or Sushi or 1inch now, like, and if we're getting sandwich, we're taking some value from by the seekers, like CowSwap is actually directing part of the value back to you and me. So that is a very healthy and good meme by itself. And what's really interesting is on their website, there's a mini game where you can play, and you are like a cow that jumps and avoiding being hit by sandwich. The metaphor is like using CowSwap is helping you stay away from being sandwiched on just MEV dark forest. So that's pretty much it. I'm open to any questions